It's week 6 of the 2022 season, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the reigning NFC champs and the Ravens, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And how about this for a start? This is out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mayfield on first down. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The Ravens send their punter out now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game.
Come on, fellas.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, at quarterback. They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Hooked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Always got some breathing room. And Mayfield will have a first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 18 carries, 52 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a 1st down.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Mayfield going to keep it on the option. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Khalil Mack, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And his kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he will be taken down here as the 1st quarter of play will come to an end. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Mayfield now. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one is right through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he's got this down to the 35. So a first catch for him in the ball game. And you know the scuttlebutt has been he's not getting enough touches, enough catches, not feeling involved enough in the offense. So maybe that can get him going.
You and I both know that there's not a wide receiver alive that ever feels like in any game he got enough touches, even if he got 15, right? We all know that. But there's also...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. They'll try and throw for it. Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone to give him a 2-point lead. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants at the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. They'll go option to the short side. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here, as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line.
I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. He's going to air one out. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Mayfield. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Touchdown, Falcons! Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons on just 2 plays have taken the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Finding time. Man open, here is Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Mayfield's throw taken in here by Patrick.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to... And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
He's got his receiver, Cooper. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now a play fake here on first down.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd and short. They'll try and pick it up through the air. Steps away, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Randy Gregory able to record his 5th sack of the season. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they get to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. He'll look to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. They'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Mayfield on first down. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw again on second down. Mayfield. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Mayfield. Caught by Jones. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down.
That's complete, left side to Bateman.
He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. That one looks like he'll throw here. Dan, and the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up...
Mayfield connecting with Andrews.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Mayfield. Dobbins with it.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Mayfield to throw. Able to get this to Patrick.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw into the hands of Andrews.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Now Mayfield. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Here's Baker. He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Throwing, Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. He's got a man. Complete. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who...